Lieberman from MotorTrend. I'm in a Tesla Model S here on the big track at Willow Springs International Raceway, and I'm here because I'm going to introduce to you a 111-year-old Dutch tire maker that you've never heard of. Say it with me now, Vredestein. I've actually known about Vredestein for a long time because, I grew up reading about old European rallies and classic sports cars, and they were always on these intriguing, obscure, foreign-sounding tires. So here I am on a racetrack in a 5,000-pound electric car, and I'm impressed. The dual motor Model S, it's extremely heavy, it's really hard on tires, so you'd expect to hear squealing, you'd expect that the brakes wouldn't work so good, understeer would be exacerbated, and that's simply not the case. And going through turn 9, pretty good. So this Tesla I'm driving is actually on a tire called Hypertrack. It's an ultra high performance all season tire. And you're thinking, what? Why would you have an ultra high performance all season tire? Why not just, a summer tire? Well, here's the thing. 90% of the cars in America are on all season tires. What Vredestein has done is they've come in and they've actually chopped up the North American market. They said, okay, if you live where it's sunnier, you can get these tires like the Hypertrack. If you live in a colder, wetter climate, they're gonna have other options for you. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look at those now. But what you should know is that Vredestein's been making a winter tire for over 70 years. So they know what they're doing. And with that said, let's go ahead and meet Vredestein's North American lineup. The thing about waiting 111 years to break into the American market is you get to look around and see what the competition's up to, and then you make your move. Plus, as we say here, there's always room at the top. Now, what Vredestein has done is they looked around, they said, there's a lot of all-season tires out there, but there's a lack of ultra-high-performance all-season tires, like this one. This is the Hypertrack. So if you own a high-performance sedan like this Tesla here, or a crossover, this is the all-season tire you want because, as Vredestein is claiming, it's going to offer superior wet performance. But it's no good just to have a tire that performs in the wet. If it's all season, you got to have one that also performs in the dry as well. And what Vredestein is saying is that they tested these tires with 20,000 miles on them, and they were outperforming tires from the competition. If you got like a modern car like this Tesla here, put a modern tire on it. This one is the Hypertrack. So if you don't need an ultra high performance tire, Vredestein makes a high performance tire. And the focus of the Hypertrack is on comfort. Most importantly, the Hypertrack comes with a 70,000 mile warranty. The quattrak Pro. This is an ultra high performance all weather tire. You can put a set of these on your vehicle and you're good all year round. What's interesting about the quattrak Pro is it's not just Y-rated, which means it's good for up to 186 miles per hour, but you can get these tires in a bracket Y rating, which means they're rated for over 186 miles per hour. Why would you need that? Well, SUVs and cars are getting more powerful. The Bentley Bentayga Speed, which is a platform made of the Audi Q7 behind me, it can hit 191 miles per hour. It's always good to be prepared. Now, Tire Rack has tested the quattrak Pro out, and they think it's going to represent a significant shift in the all-weather tire marketplace. Next, we have the windtrack Pro. Now, this is an ultra-high-performance winter tire. What that really means is it's a snow tire. And if you look at the tread pattern, you can see it has these deep grooves, which is really for biting into the snow. And if you think back to your first time driving on snow, I know my first time driving on snow, you're a little terrified, right? Because the car's moving around. That's probably because you weren't on the right tire. Now imagine being on an ultra high performance winter tire. You'll be in control and you're gonna be able to have some fun. And that's what the windtrack Pro is gonna give you. Speaking of fun, this is the Ultrac Vorte. And this is the tire I'm most excited about because it's a max performance summer tire. But before we get to the performance, let's talk about design. Now, if you're a car enthusiast, you've spent countless hours obsessing about wheel design. Most tires, let's face it, look like a black donut with numbers and letters printed on it. So to combat that for their ultra high performance tires, Vredestein has partnered with legendary Italian design house Giugiaro. You know Giugiaro because they've designed icons from the DeLorean DMC-12 to the Volkswagen Golf, the first generation car. Now they're designing these tires, and not only the tread and the sidewall, but in the case of this one, they've named it Vorte. The word vorte, it's Italian for vortices, you know, the wind that a helicopter creates. As far as performance goes, these are maximum performance summer tires. So this is the sort of tire you would put on cars like the Jaguar F-Type, big Corvettes, big Porsches, Lamborghinis, McLarens, Ferraris, the stuff that I really like driving. And now, I've got a special surprise for you. The all-new, handsome Pinza. What is most unique about the American car market is our absolute love affair with the pickup truck. We buy millions and millions of them a year. What Vredestein has done is they looked and they said, aha, there is room for a brute in a suit. There is room for an iron fist in a velvet glove type of truck tire. So yeah, this thing can go off-road and it can go through mud and do all that stuff. But when you're on the road, it's gonna be quiet and comfortable. The word pinza, it's Italian for pliers. It means it's utilitarian. It's a tool, it's got grip strength. You know, it's like claws, it can climb anything. But it's also very good looking. And I think that's what makes this tire uniquely a Vredestein. And there you have it. Vredestein is coming to America. And you know, if you're gonna try and break into the world's most mature and competitive tire market, you gotta come strapped. And I think we've shown you that Vredestein is not joking around. In addition to stuff like the new Pinza, they're gonna have tons and tons of sizes, plus staggered fitment. So odds are, if you have a car, they have a tire for you. They're not just paying attention to high performance, and there are a lot of brands that do that. They're also paying attention to design and aesthetics, and that's something I really care about. Should you switch? Should you make the change? Well, I think so. I think they're really good. But why don't you do this? Try them out and then let me know what you think. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.